Life as We Know It with Tom Walton.
A few weeks ago, the world took note, briefly, of the day half a century ago when the global family collectively and vicariously slipped the bonds of Earth and traveled to the moon on the backs of three incredibly brave Americans. We saw replays of Wapakoneta's Neil Armstrong stepping off the lunar module onto the surface of the moon on July 20, 1969. We heard once again his grammatically ambiguous but heroically poetic first words. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Those who were fortunate enough to be alive and old enough to appreciate the majesty of that week recalled again the excitement we all shared so long ago. We remembered the tension, the drama, the sense of awe that we felt. Something so incredibly daunting and difficult, something so historic was occurring, and we were all part of it. We rejoiced again in those remarkable words from Mission Commander Armstrong after he took over from the computers and gently set the lunar lander down on the Sea of Tranquility. Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. And we exhaled with relief once more, grateful that we had the perfect pilot at the controls, a young man from Upper Sandusky and Wapakoneta, and a soft-spoken star at NASA. What underscores the magnitude of the flight of Apollo 11 is one simple fact. We've done nothing as a human race in the half-century since that can come close to matching it. And the astronauts did it with computers less sophisticated than your cell phone. It was my good fortune to cover the Apollo 11 mission for the Blade from the Johnson Space Center in Texas. It was a dream assignment. The images of July 20, 1969 are seared in my mind forever. In the press auditorium, the drama unfolded on the big screen. At the moment of touchdown, the assembled reporters erupted in cheers. For an instant, they were not Catholics, they were not Jews, they were not Muslims, they were not white or black. For a second in time, they were not burdened by the expectations or demands of prejudice. I saw a reporter from Israel and another from Saudi Arabia embrace in excitement. They were two human beings sharing and celebrating a moment of global humanity not seen in the 5 decades since. I wonder if those two gentlemen are still alive, because the spirit of universal pride that prompted their excited hugs is not. The artificial boundaries they set aside that night eventually returned, as the world is reminded almost daily, half a century later. 3 courageous Americans and thousands of others, researchers, scientists, contractors, had answered President Kennedy's bold and seemingly impossible challenge in 1961 to land men on the moon and return them safely to Earth by the end of the decade. Apollo 11 made history on an epic scale, and I got to watch it from a seat in the front row. Today, I fear it seems more like science fiction to young people. An achievement so majestic, an accomplishment so remarkable it brought the world together, has never been equaled and is of little relevance to hundreds of millions who have been born since it happened. We have gone back to hating each other. Confrontation trumps conciliation. We see the clash of faiths, and wars continue. Will we never learn?
Life as We Know It is written and hosted by Tom Walton and is a production of WGTE Public Media. Life as We Know It with Tom Walton can be heard on WGTE FM 91 every Monday afternoon during All Things Considered at 5:44 p.m. Or hear past episodes at wgte.org/life.